I know clearly this can be very tempting. I know you want to do 200 million damage on one dot, 100 million damage on one dot, especially when you have a 7-star Beast Boy. It's very tempting that because this boss, that temptation is there. You know it's possible. You know you can do 200 million dots. But I'm here to tell you why that's going to be a terrible, absolutely terrible idea. So it is this boss. For those that don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't know by now, but this boss takes more incoming damage after you do your specials, right? So far, I've been able to test it with specials. I've not really tried basics. I don't know if basics also apply, but you would think it would. But it says incoming damage. It doesn't really say incoming special attack. It just says incoming damage. So, yeah, I think technically it does, but it's difficult to get it to work because you have to now do specials, do basics, do specials. So the passive itself, it lends its ability to those that can spam specials, and the artifact that can spam specials for you, of course, is Zatanna's puppet. So any character that does well with Zatanna's puppet normally would be good here. On my last video on this same match, I used the team that you should use if you have it. That was Mr. Freeze team. So I used the Rock Black Adam, I used Deathstroke, and I used Mr. Freeze. And I was able to one shot with extra time left. If you have that setup, if you have two health reduction characters and a decent Mr. Freeze with Zatanna's puppet, use that in this match. The reason why you don't want to use Mr. I was going to say Mr. Beast. The reason why I don't use Beast Goblin in this match is because it's too easy. It's way too easy. And yes, it's nice to see those dots on the screen, but you are not being efficient. Because normally your Mr. Freeze will likely not be able to one-shot any other pip unless you have two sets of max out support artifacts. So, knowing that, go into this match with your Mr. Freeze team. In the past, I've said Silver Banshee, but I've seen from a lot of people that have said no way that Silver Banshee doesn't one-shot here, that Silver Banshee is not as good here. So I would even have said use Silver Banshee, but since a lot of people have said it, me, I've not tested it, so I can't recommend Silver Banshee. So that's why I'll just say if you have Mr. Freeze, use Mr. Freeze with two health reduction characters to take down Power Girl. If you don't, then maybe you could use your Beast Boy here. But yeah, anyways, that's for that. That's why you shouldn't use Beast Boy. It's tempting, I know. You want to do 83 million on dots, you want to do 200 million on dots, 300 million, maybe even a billion. Yeah, it's nice to see, but it's really not efficient for you, especially when you have Mr. Freeze. Now, this other one, it's a slower match. It's slower because somebody recommended on my last Darkseid video that this setup actually is perfect for Darkseid. So if you were fighting against boss Darkseid, I would likely not be able to take on Darkseid before the end of this raid because I'm still far off from that point. But I was just going to test it out and see if this team can one shot normally. So before you fight against Darkseid, it would be nice to test it and all that. So I think if you're going to fight against Darkseid, you want to take out your Power Girl. So you start the match with Power Girl, remove her gears, and just let her take a beating from Darkseid. Then you will now have just Black Adam. Don't mind you, this is Gold Black Adam, and you have Beast Goblin in the match. So the reason why you want Black Adam is because Black Adam Special 2 applies negative effect, and that negative effect actually lasts really long. If you have a 3-star Beast Goblin, is negative effects, especially from the Special 1, is not going to last long enough. I shared with you guys on my last video different Beast Boy setups against Darkseid, and the major issue I was having was that my Beast Boy is 3 stars and my negative effects were not lasting long enough. So by the time I tag in the support character and tag Beast Boy back, everything is lost. But with Black Adam, that has long-lasting special 2 negative effects, it will be very useful. So unfortunately in this match, I underestimated the power of Vixen and she just one-shotted my Black Adam. I should have tagged in Power Girl, not Black Adam. I didn't think that the Vixen would be that strong. But yes, make sure your main damage dealer or any character you need to be alive doesn't take a super move from Vixen. If not, that's game over. Vixen is very, very, very strong. So yeah, so this setup, I think this setup can one shot, but you can see it's way slower. Normally by this time the match is over. If I'm using the normal team, if I'm using like a Vixen and classic Wonder Woman in this match will be over in a minute and let's say 40 seconds with my 3-star Beast Goblin and 9-star support artifact. No, level 9, not 9 stars. What are you saying, bro? Level 9 support artifact. Yeah, this match will be over in a minute and 40, maybe 50 seconds, depending on how well I play. But you can see that this match is going to the final seconds of the match. So I'm still skeptical that with my level 9 support active art, I'll be able to one shot Darkseid with this setup. But I think it's possible. Another thing that you should know is that with Black Adam, you're increasing the power cost of the boss. Even with Black Adam, you could even chip in a special 3 with Black Adam to steal the boss's power so the boss doesn't get to do super move and all of that. So this team that I just used with Beast Boy, Gold Black Adam, Beast Boy, Power Girl, or Dr. Fate would be very, very good against Darkseid. Probably not one shot, but I think we'll be able to do a good amount of damage. And if you have like maybe a 5 star to 7 star Beast Boy, I don't think you're going to be having a problem on that match. Anyways, for the final match, this boss Captain Cold, I believe is crit resistant, highly crit resistant. So there are a couple of teams you could use here. The best team, 100% best team to use here is the Metal team with Robin King. But of course, Robin King will be better off on some other bosses that are more difficult than this boss. So you likely want to use your you may not want to use your Robin King here. Although now I think of it, if you are using Beast Boy against Darkseid, then you should be able to use Robin King here. Well, you could argue that you want to use yeah. So yeah, okay, this may not it may not be that yeah you need to use this setup, but if you just really want to maybe okay, let's say you want to save your Robin King for your Robin King and your Metal team for the final boss, which is boss Black Adam, then I think yes, it would make sense to use this setup. So this setup here is just the OG setup. You use your dark metal cards on Raven, then you use your twin blade on King. Make sure you do as much damage as you can do while that uh, DMC is activated on the floor. So yes, basically that's it. You because this boss is not going to take any crit from you, and you're not going to do much damage without crit in this match. So I found this setup to be quite good, and yeah, I really enjoyed using it. Don't forget, of course, you want to make sure that you use your ghosts, basically ghost, or rather your block tagging in this match. Yeah, just tagging your Raven, do 2 taps, do the special one, and block while you tap co-arm to tagging, then do your basics, do your special 3, do your basics, tagging Raven again. Yeah, you know the works. If you've been watching my videos, then I've said this a million times that yeah, you're probably tired of me repeating myself. And just in case you are wondering why I sound weird, well, it is not a new mic or anything. It's my throat I'm recovering from. I don't know what happened to my throat, so I don't know what I'm recovering from. But I guess it's flu season. I've been sneezing like a motherfucker. I've been sneezing like a motherfucker for the past 2 days. And it's been very difficult to get 8 minutes to actually talk without actually sneezing. So this has been really great for me. Anyways, if you want to support me, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.